As a king, there are certain things you should never do for any woman, as doing these things would be you giving away your power and literally selling your right. Which is why today I'll be giving you some pointers on things you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her. Now, the first thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, is to call or text her excessively. Especially if this is a woman you're just getting to know. Maybe you are interested in her and you've made your intentions known to her, but you notice that anytime you call or text her, she doesn't reply your text and she doesn't pick up your calls and she never tries to call back. Now, my kings, the best thing to do in this situation is to completely stop calling and texting her, because calling and texting excessively, maybe calling her 5 times in a row, 6 times in a row, or maybe texting her the same way like 5 to 6 times in a row, would not make her reply you. And the truth is, in our modern times, our phones are the closest to us. So if she's not picking up your calls or replying you, it's simply because she doesn't want to. She is not interested. And no matter the amount of time you push, it is never going to change. It is rather going to bring down your right and make you lose your respect. And even if it is your woman who does this, you notice that your woman frequently ignores your calls and your messages, you should just stop texting and calling her as well, because as your woman, she's going to ask you, because she would want to know why you no longer call or text as frequently as you used to. And then you can go ahead and let her know that it's because she's been ignoring your calls and your texts, so you don't see the point of doing that. If she's a wise woman, she would definitely change that habit, but if not, then you already know it is time for you to walk away with your dignity, because it just goes to show she's not interested. Now, another thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, is hide your masculinity. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should be aggressive with your woman or you should be a woman beater. That's not my point. I am saying you should not hide who you are as a man. Do not hide the power you carry as the head of the relationship just because you're trying to please a woman. She does something you know doesn't sit well with you and you're trying to pamper her, you're trying to, be calm about it and not say something that will, displease her or make her angry. No, my kings, that is not what you're supposed to do. You are a king. So if she messes up, you put her in her place. Show her your masculinity. There is no need to hide it. That is the essence, and that is the reason why women need men. It's because we have more feminine energy. That is why we need a man with a masculine energy. But you trying to hide your masculinity would rather make you come off as more feminine and make you lose your respect as a man. Another thing also you should never do for a woman, regardless of how much you love her, is suppress your emotions. Like I mentioned in the other point, you know this woman is doing something that doesn't sit well with you, but you are holding it all in, trying to be all calm, trying to be the nice guy. No, my kings. The thing is, this is a relationship. So you would have to bring your 100 and she will bring her 100 for it to work out. So if you are putting in all the effort and you see that this woman is harming your emotions, she's doing something that is not sitting well with you, she's doing something disrespectful to not just you, but the relationship, but you try to suppress it because you don't want to come off as you are nagging. No, my kings, if there is something that doesn't sit well with you, if there is something that isn't right with you, speak up. It is your emotions and you're supposed to be able to share how you feel with your partner. If you can't do that, then what's the essence of the relationship? Don't suppress it. If she does something that doesn't sit well with you, if she does something that is toying with your emotions, speak up and let her know. Don't try to suppress it, my kings. Now, another thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, and this one is very important, is to let her harm your mental health. No matter what it is, no matter the amount of love. Once you know that this woman is being detrimental to your mental health, to your sanity, that is more precious and more important. So just let that woman go. Never let any woman walk all over you and put you in a mental state that is not good for you. If you know she's harming your mental health, I say it again, please let her go. You experience this often when you are dealing with crazy girls, those girls that can do weird and wild things. If you know you are with someone like this, please, my kings, just let her go. Or you're trying to get to know a woman and you can see she portrays these traits of a crazy woman, please let her be. Another thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, is rushing into commitments. And I'm talking about maybe when you just met a lady and you've told her your intentions and you are considering dating her, or maybe in the early stages of the relationship, and you are already so committed, doing everything a man should do in a woman's life, when this woman have not done the same to you, she's not reciprocating the energy, sometimes she hasn't even agreed to be your girlfriend or your woman yet, and you are doing all these things for her, providing for her financially, being available for her, committing to her, and literally you stop talking to other women because of her when you are not even sure you've bagged her yet. Now, this woman is not going to see any need to commit to you because she's already getting every commitment she needs to get from a man from you. So this will make you lose your respect. On the other hand, you might be thinking because you are committing to her and showing her that you love and care for her, that would make her reconsider or see more reasons why she should accept you and be with you. But no, my kings, this would make you lose your power and your respect as a man, and you don't want that for yourself. Now, another thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, is to lose yourself. And I'm talking about when you know you are no longer what you used to be as a man because of a woman in your life. Maybe probably, let's say this woman smokes and drinks, and because of her, you move yourself from what you used to be and start smoking and drinking just to please her. You totally are now a shadow of yourself from what you used to be just because of a woman. That's not the type of situation you want to put yourself in, my king. You are the man, so she's supposed to conform to your rules and the way you live your life, and not the other way around. Doing this will make you come off as desperate, needy, and make you a weak man, and you don't want that for yourself. Now, the last thing you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her, is to validate her excessively. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't compliment your woman if she's doing something right. Do that, but validating her excessively, making her feel so proud, placing her on a pedestal is something you should never do, regardless of the kind of love you have for this woman, because most women are going to take advantage of that and use you, and you don't want that for yourself, my kings. So avoid validating any woman excessively. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are things you should never do for any woman, regardless the love you have for her. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.